What does being debt free look like to you?
Being debt free means I can pretty much spend what I want to spend without having to worry about other bills that I have to pay, and just don't have the worries of something holding me back.
Being carefree, not having to worry about someone taking something from me not owing anyone anything. It looks like providing my son with an enriched childhood and not having the burden of debt. We are following Dave Ramsey's baby steps. Did you know that?
Baby steps? I know there were baby steps.
They're baby steps. Let me see if I can pull them up. There's 7 baby steps, and we have already done baby step number 1, and we've done baby step number 3. So we're out of order just a little bit. But now we're going back to baby step number 2. We didn't intentionally go out of order, but based on his list, we're a little out of order. Okay, so baby step 1 is save $1,000. Baby step 2, pay off all your debt except the house. Baby step number 3 is save 3 to 6 months of expenses. Okay, so like I said, we have step 1 and we have step 3. Now we're on step 2, which would be my student loan debt. Do you have any debt that you haven't told me about? What was that?
Oh, it's my credit card. It's like $1,000.
Okay. Why you got $1,000 in credit card debt?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
Because I use it to pay for stuff. We can go into it after this, but right now I can't tell you.
Why can't you tell me right now?
Because I don't know what I paid for by heart. I know there's like, I got my phone bill and dude's bills on there, and I don't know what else. I usually use it to buy food, but I think I paid that off already. My top 3 values. I probably should have studied for this. I had some time to think. Top 3 values. I guess having fun. Knowledge and health.
Family, education, and entertainment. So we gotta pay this stuff off before the interest is added. So that's like, I guess we need to figure out when they do tack on the interest, and then we gotta pay it off beforehand. So like not even when it's due, but like before it's due. Because we need to pay off all of our debt, and we need to pay everything with cash. What do you think about that? So as of June 11th, I have $43,457.21 in student loan debt. And if we follow the baby step number 2 and the practices of the Financial Peace University, which we're not going through, by the way, we're just using the free knowledge, we will have to cut out all the Amazon, all the Target, all the Razor Sharp, all the Handyman, True Man, whatever that place is called, all the chicken Phillies. You sure you ready for that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. You the one that don't like to cook.
Okay, but I will to get out of debt. And I project if we do it this way, then we can have it paid off in a year or less.
Okay.
You sure you ready for that?
You ready? No more trips, no vacations.
Not for this year, no.
Right.
Except we might have to make one trip to California.
Mm-mm.
We might have to. But if we do, we gotta pay absolute cash for it. No credit card, nowhere, except for the rental card because they gotta put that on a credit card. But other than that, nothing.
So when I'm doing something that I value and I find enjoy doing, I really don't really worry about the money aspect of it because I guess I'm having fun or I'm just enjoying it.
It's a motivating they're motivating forces. When I'm debt free, I'll be able to start building wealth for my son and for my grandchildren and everyone else beyond, or everyone else after me. It also means that I can help those around me. My values motivate me to pay off the debt and be able to do what I want to do with my money. And then we did say that we were gonna do like a $100 allowance, because there's just some stuff. We are making sacrifices, but there's some stuff like it would just be impossible. Life wouldn't even be worth living. Like if we didn't have Netflix and Hulu and the internet, you know. But like some other subscriptions maybe we can get rid of, or I know some other stuff. So basically we're gonna take our payment now and double it, essentially. What we're doing. And we'll be able to pay that off in a year. So right now, while there's no interest, we're just gonna like pay a whole bunch of stuff. Pay. And then come September, then we're gonna make some adjustments to the repayment plan. That way there's less interest. And then we just continue paying. Just shove all the money.
Cool. Why do you want to be debt free?
Because so it really kind of clicked yesterday. There are some opportunities that we have been. There's some opportunities that there's been some opportunities that we've been presented, and I'm thinking we can spend this money doing those things, but why can't we spend it on our debt? Because even if we do take advantage of those opportunities, we still have a negative net worth. Just something about seeing that negative net worth just made it click. And why not just throw all your money at the debt? That way, once you're debt free, all the income that you make will truly be profits. Because as long as you are in debt, you're not really making a profit. It's a false profit. You don't like false profit.
No, yeah.
That's a word. Stay woke. Why you want to be debt free?
Just to not throw anybody anything, I guess.
And I was also like doing the numbers. We could have a Tesla. We could have a whole Tesla.
Even though she don't like Teslas.
I don't. They ugly. But we could have a whole Tesla and then some if we weren't paying on student loans. Not that we would spend our money on a Tesla, because that is a liability and not an asset. And I am only interested in assets at this point in my life. But like that just kind of put it into perspective. I could afford a brand new Tesla with the money we shoveling in that debt pit. I don't believe in good debt.
You get a rental property and you use a loan for that. That's you building equity and you getting paid from residual income from that. So that's pretty much what they mean by good debt.
I think they mean good debt by the tax benefits that you get. That's what.
I mean, is that too though?
That's what the definition was. Like when I looked at it, when I was looking at that.
Well, I guess we learned it two different ways.
Who taught you that?
Mm-hmm. I just like different things are seniors, money gurus, I guess, and people that do stuff. And they talk about like how they use income properties to make residual income. And like you take out a loan to get a house, but you use it to buy a duplex. Yeah, you went into debt, but you also getting paid from that. So it's an asset that's paying you, and you're using some of that money to pay down that mortgage, but you're still getting money into it as well. So you're building equity, you're getting paid from it and all that stuff.
But I don't like to tell the qualifiers good and bad though. Because if I owe anybody anything, that's not good to me. I don't care about the tax write-off. It's still a risk that you're taking, and it doesn't become it doesn't become an asset until it's paid off. Correct?
It depends on how you look at it, though.
I'm talking about strictly numbers. If you owe on something, isn't that a liability? Period.
I mean, it is a liability, but you can leverage that liability to get you more things, because you buy a house and say you do a refinance to get another house, then you can just leverage to get multiple houses, and then that's building wealth. And you want to have liquid assets, but you have assets.
But are you really building wealth until you're out of debt?
Depending on what your goal is, I guess.
But you're not. Wealth is a positive net worth. You don't have wealth if you're in debt.
If you're just looking strictly with money.
What other kind of wealth is there? You can be wealthy in love. Love
like
ain't gonna pay the bills.
They say health is wealth.
Yeah, so you can be alive to make money.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it as you accruing assets, or you looking for liquid assets, it depends on what you define as well. Because you can have assets. It's just like a monopoly. You can have your money or you can have property.
But that stuff is paid off in Monopoly. You pay that banker up front.
And that's why you're using the money you get from those rental properties to pay it off.
But you don't ever go in debt in Monopoly to get property.
It still depends on how you look at it, I guess. Because, like, you buy a house and you getting paid from the house and you not paying the mortgage still in your name and it's getting paid by the renters.
But that's also a risk that you take.
You can take a risk with anything. We're taking a risk spending all our money on this debt. It might be a low risk, but it's still a risk.
What's the risk there? What's the risk in paying off debt?